Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Plays Slay the Spire. We're going to do a daily today, keep the morale train rolling. I will say, first off, a couple of things. Scores are pretty low. Admittedly, it did just roll over, but that's like really low. Pardon me. Swallowed the water down the wrong hole. I think that maybe it could be because it's new. It could be because Specialized starts you with garbage. But Vintage is like, it's really good, almost to the point of being annoying. I don't know. I don't know how to feel about having 5 war cries. Except I'm kind of stoked because that does mean if we get any kind of exhaust synergy, we can get a ton of value out of it. Like, I mean, this isn't really a very good example, to be honest, but, I mean, it seems like a winnable run for sure. Although, those war cries, I guess once you get a war cry on top of your deck, if you draw another war cry with it, your turn is basically over, you know what I mean? But once we get a few relics, we might be able to make something happen here. Like, what about transforming a war cry? In reckless charge, dude! Well, yeah, I should have put a strike on top. We might have been able to get a kill next turn. What do we get? Defend? Yeah, toss that back up there. Might as well play these. No reason to play that. When the war cries are upgraded, they will definitely be more useful. You know, I think we should put the strike up there. For now, they're just kind of, they exist. I wouldn't say they're bad. I definitely also would not say they're good. Or great, at least. But, again, if we could just get, like, Sharon's Ashes or something like that. I mean, that's a sell, for sure. That's tough. You know, give me a strike for next turn, and let's do this. Yes, we will take damage, but why not? And anything that gives us value for playing cards is going to be actually good for us here. Okay, so what do we want next turn? One of these, do a little of this, and a little of that, and then not even play this. Although we did have energy remaining, I guess it wouldn't have mattered. Whatever. Life goes on. Gremlin Horn. Okay, we're starting to build something. I hate this, but I think that's your easy play. Let's put a strike up on top. This does 8 damage, so let's do 8 and 7 and get a Gremlin Horn. See what we get. But why? doesn't make any sense, dude. Also, there's nothing I could do, dude. Anyway, I don't know. We need to... This is the one negative, and it's actually... It is a negative, don't get me wrong, but it's also the reason that vintage decks are kind of fun, is because they're not just a guaranteed win. You don't get a lot of cards. Well, yeah, I mean, that doesn't really help too much. Or maybe it does, because it'll still help us on the Elite, but you don't get too many more cards. Might as well push that a little further down the line just to see if maybe we can get it on the same turn as Bash. Okay, I'll tell you what. We should probably just pass turn again. Bash? I forgot he's going to wake up because we have 1 extra strength. Yeah, sure, we'll take Bash next turn, I suppose. It's not great, don't get me wrong. But it doesn't mean it's not fun. Like, it actually seems like an interesting daily so far. I'm trying to find the silver lining of having so many vintage runs in a row, but I really think they've done a pretty dang good job of, I mean, dailies in Slay the Spire, without being super rude, used to be a total freaking snooze. And you gotta give them credit, you know? They reworked them from the ground up to be more entertaining. And, 9 damage, 12 damage. I think they succeeded in their role. It's just unfortunate that 4 right now, and we'll take Carnage just for damage, I think. That 4 right now, we have just had a lot of the same archetypes in a row. So getting the War Cry to be upgraded so that we can actually, like, mill through a War Cry that ends up on top of our deck seems positive. At least it exhausts as well, you know? Is that actually worth much? I don't know, dude. I guess just put it... You know, here you go. That's what you get. Sometimes we're going to end up with that. It's not the most interesting card to end up being #1 on Specialized. Let's put it that way. Carnage, you get back on top of the drop pile. Because we're going to give you one of these. And then we're going to hit you with that Carnage and kill you next turn. Easy. Now we got a little Wombo combo. It's not perfect, but it's ours. Self-forming clay seems just about extremely fine. Might as well see what we got. And as you can see, we're finally able to punch through that a little bit. Put Carnage on... No. Put Bash on top. Yeah. Because now... I mean, I hate all these enemies, but the one doing the most damage should get dusted. We get... Oh, we don't have the energy to get our... I am a fool. You know what? Give me the strike next turn so we can kill more enemies, hopefully. We could probably get into a chain of just killing these enemies, but we need them to all lose a little bit of HP. Like, start there. 5 damage. 6 damage. I'm begging you. Yeah. Okay, what do you got for me? 2 defense? I'll play him. I'm not afraid to play him. 6, 5, 5. That's 16 damage. It's not enough. If it's not enough, I'm not going to hit you at all. We're no longer weak, so this should be, I was just going to say, 777. It's a good day at the casino, I think. I don't know. To be honest, not that into the whole slot machine setup. Hold on. Although Rummage could be good, / definitely would. You know, why wouldn't we? On a daily, let's have some fun. It's unlikely to sink us, and the more relics, the merrier, I think. And who knows? You know, the extra HP that the extra damage we do as a result could pretty easily 9 damage, huh? Could pretty easily lead to us getting a chain like this going. So unfortunately, we can't kill an enemy. So we'll just do this. We'll kill a lot of enemies next turn. And because of our thorns, I think the Hexaghost will be like actually no problem. We only put 1 on top. Okay, put the Warcry on top. That's fine, dude. And then put the Warcry on top, and then you use this Warcry, and then you... Oh, definitely put Pain on top. I don't want to see that. And then I'm going to see it immediately. But that's what we could have put it back on. We should have put it back on top. No, don't put it back on top now. Just end your turn. I'm surprised he lived, yet here he is. Okay. Pen Nib. Very good. Especially if we can get some vulnerability to work with it. The first floor has not been bad. I'll tell you what, we'll play this. I'm happy for the block. I mean, we might as well just keep Pain in hand right now, because we're going to draw it again anyway. And you know, I'd rather... Excuse me, sir. Thank you. This is an Arby's. I'd rather not... 36 HP. 36 will not split you. Beauty. I'd rather not... I think the worst thing you could do here, if you choose to keep... And I have to run math in the middle of doing the bit for the second time, so let's just do the bit. The worst thing you could do is continue to put Pain on top of your deck and then just give it to yourself 2 turns in a row like a moron. And I definitely thought about doing that. So 9 plus 12 plus 15. It's 31 damage. Or 21... this is enough damage to kill you, so we don't even need to crunch the numbers. Incense Burner. Very, very good, I think. What should we do? I do think we'd rather have extra vulnerability or extra damage. Let's go for the... actually, on this fight, let's go for the extra damage. Just because we know we're going to play Carnage every time it shows up anyway. We'll hope to draw them on opposite turns, but... Okay, so what do we want to see next turn? Probably a defend, so we'll just do this real quick and then see what we get. And put defend back on top. And then we go... Yeah. Could have done that in inverted order. Didn't notice Pen Nib. 100% my bad. Honestly, I think we pop the regen potion, a defend, and get the bash out there. I think the vulnerability is more important. Man, we got a lot of block thanks to that. And he's almost half dead just on, I was going to say on merit alone, but that's not really sensible. Definitely should have put the defend back on top. He's going to die, I think, no matter what here. Essentially just thanks to us having the thorns. I can't believe we... Again, if he just did that in a different order, he would have been dead like 6 times over now. He's still dead, but we shouldn't have let it come to this. A little sloppy. Okay, so out of these, Berserk is more energy. The only thing we exhaust is Warcry, so I think we gotta go double tap. Just because, I mean, I'll just give it to you straight, you know, Doc. I don't like Berserk that much. If we could become immune to vulnerability, then sure, it's a free energy relic, but after we play it at least. But I don't really like it. Outside of that unique context, it does happen from time to time. So as of right now, I definitely would not say that I think we have a particularly strong deck. Watch out for Pen Nib on this turn. We're not going to get that. Dude, just put that up there. We're definitely not going to have to worry about it either because we got the kill. Dude, old coin on advancing to our first shop over the course of the entire game. Sounds good to me, dude. Definitely put Pain up there. And then we'll just, we might as well double tap Reckless Charge just for the damage. I think this run, you know, we have not yet encountered a daily that's been such a challenge, at least recently, that we've been unable to meet it. I'm super happy to have Turnip. But a lot of the dailies, draw double tap, please. A lot of the dailies we've happened to encounter recently have succeeded pretty much 100% as a result of the fact that they had Vintage. And Vintage is like, it's twin specters of helpfulness. The first helpful thing with Vintage is that you get a relic constantly, non-stop, and that really helps you build a winning run extremely easily. And the other thing is that it keeps me from accidentally making my deck terrible by adding too much junk. So I actually think it's helpful in a multitude of different regards. Which is what the Lannisters send, by the way. Honestly, I think I'm just going to let you hit me. Because of the fact that hits generate blocks, I don't really want to use a basic block to stop anything here. I'll tell you, this is what we do here. Dream come true. Ma Bank, unlikely to be that good because we're almost certainly going to spend a bunch of money in just a second here, but... Well, you know, give me this next turn then. We could die at this first elite fight. I mean, we could die in advance of the elite fight. I don't think that's likely to happen. But it's always plausible, I guess, in a situation like this. Get that out of here. And thankfully we killed you, but will we still go for the elite fight? Yeah. Almost certainly, especially once we buy a bunch of relics here. Like, and cards actually is a huge one. So, what's big here? Well, Preserved Insect is immediately relevant. Removing Pain lowers our score, but is good. Panache makes something free and is good with our zero-cost cards. Inflame makes something free and gives us strength. Shrug It Off is one of the best cards in the game. One of the best commons, I should say. I think we'll just, we can take one of the remaining relics. Statuses can be dangerous. Let's just go for Medical Kit. Like, I like the idea of having enemies be vulnerable, but... I mean, there's no but. The but is that we had to make a choice at some point. Thank God. Pen Nib at least allowed us to get in there a little bit. So, Panache and Flame. Both of these I consider super valuable. More draw would be a really nice thing to add. I mean, we did get Shrug It Off, but more draw would still be super good. So let's see. This would do 61 damage. We could obviously get a kill. Just feel like we might as well try to get the Panache kill. And we didn't need to, but it looked pretty freaking cool. Alright, so this is a bit of a moment of truth, but I'm thinking thanks to Preserved Insect, we might be in a better spot. So we always want to get Panache early. Obviously didn't come to pass. We do have intangibility on this turn, though. You know, I'd rather wait for maybe Carnage to come around. So we're going to take 2 damage. He's going to give us 6 block next turn. And he's going to take 6 in return as well. We didn't get Carnage yet. Okay, still didn't get Carnage yet. Still didn't get Carnage. Let's double tap on the Bash. We got Pen Nib plus probably Carnage next turn. Yes. Easy. Good fight. Okay, Toxic Egg. Of course, very good. I think at this point, adding more War Cries is sort of hilarious. Both Ornamental Fan... Well, I shouldn't say that. Ornamental Fan is going to be pretty okay. Runic Dodecahedron, I think, is going to be largely useless. Check this out, dude. Okay. Yeah. Carnage is free. Draw double tap. Didn't draw double tap, though, is a thing, so... That's still fine. Alright, I think we're doing okay at the puzzling. Whoops, I actually did not mean to play that, believe it or not. We're doing okay, in my opinion, at the puzzling aspect of these dailies lately. You know, we find the seam and we ride it. It's been very merciful, the fact that we've had a card that makes it oh so easy to do, but still. So whenever possible... Why do it that way, dude? Whenever possible... I'd rather, get the kill with Panache, and there's a very simple reason for it. It looks cool. Okay, Bottled Tornado. This is a very simple choice. You put Panache in hand, and, we might as well buff it at this point. We still need more cards, but that's not going to change. That's kind of the one problem on a vintage run. I know I've repeated myself a few times here, but it bears repeating, I guess. Okay. You know what we could really use as well, and it's likely to happen, but is Unceasing Top. I also have to point out, you know, because it makes me seem smart, now when we get a wound in our hand, we'll get to exhaust it as a result of the fact that I took the status, or the, what's it called? Medical kit. Yeah, just dump your defense, because honestly, like, that's an energy in return. That's an energy in return. Can I get you? I mean... It's not looking optimistic, but we'll get you next turn. I think you feel on some runs that you've just crossed a threshold. I think we've probably crossed that threshold now. Where you just, like, it seems impossible for you to lose. Lots of interesting stuff going on here. Body Slam's always fun, and it's a zero-cost attack. I default to the idea of fun on a run like this at this point. So we're about to get Pen Nib, just keep that in mind. That's exactly what I was hoping for, dude. Now we got the chance to do something like this, and then that's 58 damage, and then this is another 14, and you're gonna die when you hit me. 97 HP gone in a single turn, dude. There's nothing they could do. I love There's Nothing I Could Do, dude. It's one of those things that it's scary that I unleashed it on the world. Because, well, I don't know. I don't want to take too much credit for it, I suppose. But it's scary that it's been unleashed in the world, because it's one of those things that could come back to bite you in the butt. If you ever end up complaining about something that it turns out there was something you could do, dude, everyone's gonna hit you with that, there's nothing I could do, dude. So you gotta be real, you know, you gotta be living your life according to the best principles available. Otherwise, they're gonna get you. And by them, I mean us. Hold on. Definitely take double tap and then upgrade it immediately. And then hope it becomes free when you play Panache. No pen nib yet. Okay, so Panache, it did hit double tap. Don't play Inflame. Play Warcry, get an expensive card. I mean, thanks to Panache, I think we should definitely, like, do this. The faster we can get a bunch of damage out there, the better. We did do 56 damage to him turn 1. It's pretty solid. We didn't perfect the boss, which is pretty dumb of me. We probably could have manifested a way of making that happen, huh? So we'll go, yeah, get even more block. I shouldn't assume that there's no way, that we could die here. Because presumably, there's a way we could die here. I don't know what it is yet. I imagine it would be a big attack from him with us having no block to back it up. But even like this turn. That was an 84 damage turn out of a hand that looked pretty much like garbage to start with, but was not garbage. That's for sure. I'm just trying to get closer to pen nib. A pen nib carnage basically means we win. We don't have pen nib carnage. We're going to take a bunch of damage here, but we're not going to die. And we didn't need much, thankfully. Maybe there was a chance we could have died there, but we didn't rest at all. So we're so close to beautiful dreams here. Juggernaut combined with Feel No Pain. I think we gotta try for that. It seems like the most fun. Plus it's a power. Is Reaper good? Yeah, sure. Reaper's great. Like, you're not wrong. I am looking at Birdcage. You know I'm looking at Birdcage. Let's do it. Pull 2 of these sons of guns out of the deck. Is it good value? I don't know. I'm just trying out new things, okay? What? Sue me. Okay, there is a shop on this path, so I'm okay taking it. Maybe we weren't quite at the wombo combo I had hoped to be at, but I'll tell you one thing. We do really, really well when it comes to AoE with enemies that are not particularly strong. Panache basically just bodies them. Next 2 attacks get doubled. So, like, with pen nib, for the record. It's just that easy. I don't know if there was a way we couldn't have killed them all while also playing cards in our hand. This is kind of more like what we're looking for, the double tap Carnage. So Panache hits Carnage, that's great news. We'll definitely double tap Carnage on the enemy doing the most damage. So we get a little bit of energy in return. I think that might be close to the end of the turn, except now we got another enemy killed. We take no damage. No unceasing top yet, which would really enable us, but this guy, let me spoil it for you. We drew garbage and he still dies, because he just dies to Panache. Which is why I thought it was extremely hilarious to take another upgraded Warcry. So I really want cards, when cards are exhausted, gain block. And when cards are exhausted, draw. If we can make that happen, the world's our burrito, dude. So this guy essentially can't do anything to me. now he can. I don't know if we have a card we do definitely have a card we'd rather hit with Inflame, so check this out. Now Carnage is definitely free. We should definitely take Juggernaut. It's not going to hit anything yet. Or ever. So, I really don't want to be hit for 32. So I guess we'll do it like this. It's not great. Oh no, it is great because we swapped him. He did debuff us though. Okay, so always, I think in this situation, you're always going to put Warcry back on top, just because you can keep cycling the Warcry pluses, even though they do get exhausted. So obviously, Shuriken is amazing. What I mean is you can get through all the Warcry pluses as long as you keep drawing them, because you draw more than you give up. Okay, double tap has been hit again. That's great news. Dude, the early Panache is hilariously good. We might as well double tap, and we'll start with Bash. It's going to do 9 and then 14 damage. I'd still like to kill the Exploder. Oh, because of Pen Nib. I was thinking Pen Nib would work here, but we're still going to get you. So I wouldn't get too attached to this one. Alright, good fight. Obviously. It seems like we got the win pretty much locked up. But we're so close to a Wombus Combus. Double tap gets upgraded again. Oh, he put a Parasite in our deck. Thanks for the max HP. That's not how you do that. We're still going to be fine, but only because this deck is great. Were it not for the greatness of this deck, it would suck. Because now we get to draw with Warcry again. And, are we playing 5 more cards? Absolutely. So another enemy will die and we'll draw, but we'll draw Parasite, which is actually fine. Remember, we have Juggernaut now, so we definitely want to play our defense. Well, play your defense then. I'm not saying a defend is better than a strike. I don't necessarily think that's the case. They're all dead. What do you care, dude? Okay, Mango. Decent pickup. I don't think any elites are going to stop us at this point. Dude. You might live. That's incredible. You should be very proud, honestly. Never mind, you're dead. Ice Cream is also insanely good. I think our deck is thin enough a Rampage could be fun. Why not? It does need an upgrade, but I'll tell you what, dude, let's upgrade it. Alright, anything that gives us a benefit for Exhaust is top tier. Well, a second Panache is hilarious. I don't think we need a Whirlwind. I don't think we need any of this other stuff. Now, let's look. I think we'll pursue the Elite fight. Turns out, Rupture would have been great now that we have Blue Candle. And I'm just going to actually skip Omamori. We'll go for the Strength upgrade, and this one's basically over. So, it turns out this run is not hard at all, and the scores, they don't take this as a sign of braggadocio. That's not the case. The scores being bad is probably more indicative of the fact that the scores were bad, as opposed to the idea that, like, you know, the run was good, yet I'm the only person who figured it out. Because I think that, hey, you know, knowing what I know about Slay the Spire, I would very rarely expect me to be the authority. Dude, the fact that we can draw on that is so good. Anyway, he's dead. Ruined our Pen Nib, but whatever. Dude, Kunai is, of course, also amazing. What do you got for me? I don't really want the curse, but it's, I mean, it's definitely not bad. Although, why would we become... Yeah, we don't want to heal. Do we care about Madness? I don't... Just 95 max HP is fine. I'll take that negative thing that's just negative. Because it's not actually that negative, dude. Also, there's nothing I could do, dude. So, I'm dumb. Play Panache first if you're going to do this song and dance. Get your good stuff out there as well, especially your cheap stuff. Like, just trying to wait. Are we going to get to... Whoops. Actually, he's probably already dead. He's definitely already dead, so don't worry about it. Dude, another Inflame is just beautiful. We're going to be playing a lot of powers against this guy. That's the only thing that worries me. And it's admittedly kind of a real worry. We don't need defense here. It is a real worry, because he is going to get pretty strong. But if we could get our intangibility to pop on a good turn... Like, if we could kill these enemies on this turn, and then get our intangibility to pop properly on turn 2 of the boss fight, I think that would be for the best. Just about the easiest fight in the world. What have you have for me? Gambling chip? Sure, why not? Alright, let's do this. I mean, the floor was easy. This is the only boss that could really cause problems now. So, turn 1, 20 damage. What do we not want? Probably just the basic defend. Everything else is pretty great. So, yes. 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 Good stuff. Get this out there. Okay. Probably definitely want to keep Bash. Well then, you're not... So what are you going to do then? It's a very... You know, okay, never mind, this is fine. Put Warcry on top, because check this out, dude. We'll double tap. Bash will already kill you. Then you can Warcry. Let's put a... Let's put Carnage on top. Double tap this. You get it back. Now we're out, and we're going to lose the perfect. But with the way our deck is constructed, I'm pretty sure we were just going to lose the perfect anyway. Yeah, okay. We're 11 strength up, he's 5 strength up. I like our odds so far. And the shrugs are just, they're killing it, dude. Give him one of these. Oh, he's dead, right? Alright. This is where things kind of get real, just to see if he could have even a chance to get us. I certainly hope he doesn't, but what do I know, dude? We're definitely going to be taking some damage. He's doing 45 damage the next turn. That's also, again, pretty bad. Still got 21 HP. We can't be killed this turn, which means he's in a real dangerous place. Because he's dead. The most dangerous of all places. 963 damage. I gotta say, that was right up at the tippy top of the first 45 minutes of scores. Which means it's not necessarily amazing, but, you know, we definitely didn't royally screw it up. I mean, sure, we didn't really compete with the likes of Miku-chan, but we're doing okay. It's been a long time, and admittedly it's only been an hour and 20 minutes, but it's been a long time since I've seen my name in the top 10. And I'm not trying to toot my own horn too much here, but like... Okay, so we're really like in the top 5%. But still, thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. This ended up being a pretty fun, albeit a little bit too easy daily. If you enjoyed it, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!